In today's video, we're going to be talking about weight. The weight in your feet specifically. So we're not moving towards a target or rotating towards the left or the right. We're talking heels to toes, toes to heels, because this makes a huge impact on the direction of your golf ball. It changes your swing path, it influences your swing path like you would never believe. So in today's video, we're going to be talking all about weight distribution through the feet. The one particular position we're going to be talking about is the weight being too much towards the toes, because that is the most common one I see, and it really does have a huge influence on creating an out to in swing path. So even straight away, if I get to the top of the backswing, even if my body weight now is in the balls of my feet, so it's right in the center of my feet, if I start to move towards my toes as I turn, look where the club goes, okay? Now I may have slightly exaggerated that for you, but you could see straight away the momentum of my body moving towards the toes. As I rotate, look where the club goes, okay? So we've got to try and get a feeling that the body weight stays very much into the balls of the feet as we come down. Now, if you're a golfer that slices the ball, even if you don't know if you do that or feel that you do that, this tip will massively help you stop slicing the golf ball as well, because it pulls your body back. So all we're going to do is going to take the setup, and I want you to feel like your glutes, your hip, your backside basically are outside of your heels this way. So you're going to really feel like you're sat back into your heels. As you get to the top of the backswing, you're going to still make sure you're in the same place. And then as you start to work down, this is the tricky bit, because golfers that slice it want the shoulders and the club to go on this direction, okay? So by doing that, your momentum will probably want to push towards the toes anyway. So what you've got to try and do is pull the club back down by keep your weight into your heels, okay? So purely feel like your lower body's not doing anything other than just concentrating on keeping the weight back into your heels. Forget about rotation for this drill. Just really get your backside further back, squat down more into your hips, get behind your heels a lot more, swing up to the top of the backswing, and in this position now, my toes are even off the ground, okay? So as you're starting to come back down, you feel that your weight's just moving from your heels into your heels. And even now when I finish, I'm very much onto my lead foot heel. My favorite and the simplest drill for this is just basically curling your toes up. How simple. No training aids needed, just the understanding of how to curl your toes up. So as you take your setup, just basically lift your big toes into the tops of your shoes, okay? And swing up to the top of the backswing and really make sure that the big toes are still at the tops of your shoes, and then kind of come back down. That actually worked out really nicely. And then come back down. By keeping your weight back into your heels, you're able to then work the club downwards on plane, okay? If you move the weight towards your toes, the plane angle, just for a start, moves from here and it moves that way. So it already moves in that direction. Plus rotation, it's always going to cut across the golf ball. All right, so very, very simple drill. Take your setup again, push your hips back away from the heels, outside of the heels, curl your big toes up. Helps you keep the club on plane. So much easier on the way down. It's so much better for you to be able to kind of work the club into position. Also, I want everyone to do this right now. If you're watching on a phone, on a tablet, on a desktop, take your setup, rock into your toes, and now show me how much you can rotate 90 degrees towards a target. So if you're a right-handed golfer, from this position, how much can you rotate towards that target? Because what you're going to feel through this test is lots of tight, horrible feeling through the hips. Your hip flexors are going to be on fire, your groin, your lower back, your knees, you're not going to be able to move. When your body weight is forward here, your range of motion becomes a lot lower, okay? Whereas if I sit more into my heels, which is an exaggerated position, the range of motion becomes a lot easier because I'm working my body weight around my heels, whereas my toes are on the outside of my body, if you think of it in that respect. My heels are very much up through my body here, so it's a lot easier to get that rotation. Move forward, nada, nothing. Okay, very simple drill. If nothing else before in this video has made sense, that bit should make sense by doing the practice, by trying it out. If you then imagine, right, okay, I'm on my toes, I can't turn, so where's the club, where's my club going from here? It's always going in that direction. So it's always going to want to go forward, and then we get that for this position. And that is next bit as well on today's video. How many golfers fall into the position where the golf ball was after you've hit it? It's the exact same momentum shift, isn't it? If you hit the golf shot and you fall that way, where's your weight? It's not on your heels, it's on your toes. And also the reason why you fall in that direction is because your momentum's on your toes, your swing path's out to in, everything is working, momentum is working that way, whilst you're trying to turn as rapidly as possible that way. So your body's going there, your body's trying to go there, and you end up flat on your face, maybe not quite that much. So just really try and feel body weight into your heels, lift your big toes up, and enjoy it. Right now, through my finish position, my weight's on the outside of my left heel. Oh yes. Guys, I hope this tip has helped. Please do drop in the comment section below. Body weight through your golf feet. Body weight through your feet is massively important. If you've enjoyed this tip, please do hit the like, please do subscribe. It honestly makes a huge, huge difference to the channel, especially now as I'm now doing this full time as we've moved back from Dubai. Long story. But guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.